And we're live.
Okay.
And there we go.
Where are the people?
We only gotta get there.
Also, how come that thing in the corner is like cut off, but this one is bigger?
Because how the broadcast initially, usually this is where our big thing is gameplay. So the gameplay is there, and then it's supposed to show your face reacting to the gameplay.
Oh.
But because we're doing a talk show, it doesn't really work that way. And I didn't want to use XSplit and a bunch of crap, so I'm just doing it this way. So it's easier.
Okay, as long as they can see what we see.
Yeah. And it's focused on cancer surge right there. What?
This is product placement.
I know we're not
That's
getting
what
paid.
this is.
I endorse Surge. We've done it at one of our live events.
I don't want to be sponsored by Surge.
Why? I want that Surge money.
I don't want that.
I want that Surge money. Are you kidding me? I totally want Surge money.
No, I don't want that.
Really?
Surge is not really part of my core values, so...
What if they
no.
paid us $5,000?
I mean, what would we do with $5,000? What would we do with that?
Buy you a PS4.
You're really doing this to me right now? You're baiting me on the PS4 to give in to being sponsored by Surge?
Buy my car a new bumper.
But that's about you. That sounds like a you problem, as you say.
It's 10% your fault, though.
Plus, you do give me lots of rides, so...
Yeah.
It kind of matters.
Including that night when it happened.
What, when my car broke down?
No, when my car broke in the parking garage.
Oh my gosh. That was bad. I thought you saw. You didn't see. I was just in the side watching.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Didn't say anything. Didn't
You
say,
were there.
Hey, Adam, you might hit that.
I know you were there, but... Well, if I had said something and you had it, then it would have become... I've got it, jeez. You
I would
don't
have
have to
stopped.
tell me.
If you would have said, hey, Adam, I would have stopped and what?
I was just minding my business, so... Okay. Should we do this?
Maybe.
I don't even know what time it is.
It's about 8 o'clock.
Oh, we can wait. Let's give it a minute.
We have 5 people. Hello!
Wait, there's 5 people on here?
Yeah.
5 people, yay!
They haven't started chatting yet, though.
Yeah, I don't know if you can chat things, but you should do that. Maybe they don't know they can do it.
Really? They can do it. It's their viewing is the box, and then along here is the chat. Unless they're doing it on mobile, then it's up here, and then below is the chat.
I trust your hand gestures, but I didn't really pay attention to them just now, just so you know. So,
Hashtag being friends with Meet Your Problems.
Alright.
Alright,
Oh my gosh, somebody said something!
do you know a friend named Carla?
No, it's Kakarala. Yes, it's Karthik.
Okay, Kakarala.
Okay.
Should we start?
He is okay. He's quite okay. Alright, let's do it. I'm ready. I have my retainers. I have all my stuff. I have my bouncy ball.
Okay. I think we're ready.
Go. Oh my
Hello and welcome to Beyond the Shield, a conversational podcast about the ABC show Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm your host, Adam Wells, and with me as always is...
Mitra Nelson! And it's my birthday!
I don't know how to really follow it up, but okay. This week, we'll be discussing Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. episode One of Us, along with other things, doing glorious lines with Loki. And
Burdened with glorious lines.
Burdened with glorious lines with Loki.
We keep calling it glorious lines with Loki, but that's not what it's called.
That's what it is shorthand for me.
Yeah, but you should call it the right thing, because I came up with the best name, and we should stick to it, called Burdened with Glorious Lines.
Burdened with glorious lines with Loki.
Wait, are we doing that now?
No.
Okay, good.
We're going to do news.
I wasn't ready at all.
So, if this is your first time listening to... Oh, Josh says hi. Extra Damage Official is my friend Josh.
Yay! Hi, Josh. Thank you. Okay.
If this is your first time listening to Beyond the Shield...
I'm very sorry if it is.
Really? We want new listeners.
This is so much. No, we do want new listeners, but this is so much. This is going to be so much.
I mean, you gotta remember, not only are people watching this, people might be listening to this next week, or tomorrow, or whenever I post it live. Whenever I post the audio.
It's true.
So...
Get so excited. This is the best decision you ever made.
This is your first time listening to Beyond the Shield. Know that we talk about and spoil everything up to and including the current episode or movie we talk about. But we don't spoil anything in the next time on previews. But occasionally we'll divulge and talk about a movie trailer. Not this week, because I'm kind of done talking about trailers.
Thank you.
Avengers Age of Ultron just needs to come out.
Thank you.
So, we have news. It's Mitra's least favorite segment of the show, but this time...
this is going to be awesome.
This is news she actually cares about. We are doing another Minneapolis Comic-Con panel. May 1st, it's the first day of the con, at 5 p.m., and I've been informed that it's going to be the first of 3 straight Marvel-related panels since Age of Ultron comes out that day. So, if you can, go to wizardworld.com, I think it is. Go to Minneapolis. You can get tickets. Buy Friday tickets, and then you can see us. But I'll be at the con all weekend, just wandering in and out of different panels. Not on panels. I'll probably only be on that panel.
No, wandering onto and off of
I'll probably be
these
wandering the show floor
panels.
mostly.
Wandering onto a panel and being like, I just don't agree, and then wandering off. That's what Adam's going to do.
Just Kanye West, everyone.
Come on. But yes, that is what we're going to do.
It'll be at Minneapolis Convention Center. May 1st through the 3rd is the whole convention. Our panel is May 1st at 5 p.m., the first day. One of the first panels.
That's going to be nuts.
So we get our panel out of the way. Then we have no pressure, Mitra. It's not like last year where we had that whole Saturday to build up pressure.
I was so nervous. It was
No, we weren't. I don't think we were.
No, we were.
We were nervous.
We were in the 61 seconds before it started. We were freaking out.
Yeah, because we thought 5 people were going to show up to the panel, and then it filled up.
There were 100 people in that room.
Yeah.
There were so many people.
There were. So,
and then I woke up that day and it was at 6 o'clock and I was like, it's only 10 a.m. This is awful. I want to throw up. It was so nerve-wracking. Come on, you're acting like you weren't nervous.
I didn't have time to be nervous because I was setting up everything.
That's true. You and Dan.
You just sat there and got nervous.
No, I made a joke about how Hydra was messing with our technology. And then everybody laughed while you all were fixing our technology.
And then the whole crowd sided with you. And then there was that old couple in the front who really didn't like me. Because
I don't remember that.
Because I made a comment that I didn't like Skye. And
oh my gosh. A lot of people were mad at you.
There was only 3 other people who didn't like Skye. So, and this was season 1 Skye, not
I know, not
Daisy
season 2 Skye, not super competent Skye. She was okay though. She did a good job.
So.
Anyway, that's happening again.
Yeah.
They decided they would let us do that again.
So we didn't muck it up too bad.
I think we also submitted literally the exact same blurb and title. It was the exact same pitch, and they were like, let's do that again. So I don't know who's all in charge of that, but thank you. I'm really excited.
I am too.
Anyway,
so,
that's gonna happen. I like Skye. Wasgo. He doesn't know that yet.
Skye? We both like Skye now.
Yeah, we both like Skye.
Season 1, it's more divided.
Yeah, it is more divided.
That's true. That's true.
Except for me, I was never divided. I was there the whole time. Okay.
So, should we do the Powers Minute? Or should we...
I want to do that.
You
because I've seen Powers now. Now I
Are you all caught up? Did you watch this week's episode?
I've watched... No.
So I might be spoiling this week's episode.
Dang it, now I watch the show that you do the minute for. Okay, it's fine. I can plug my ears.
Okay.
Do you have your timer?
I do have my timer.
Because you took my phone away and you threw it across the room, so I can't...
I didn't throw it across the room. I threw it right there.
You did. You flung it into a recliner.
Right off screen. There you go.
You flung it into a recliner.
It was on a blanket. Okay.
Okay, so do they know what this is?
So the Powers Minute is, we used to do the Gotham Minute, but that show is on hiatus right now. So we do the Powers Minute, which is a show exclusively on PlayStation Network. But it's the complete opposite. The Gotham Minute, I always hated on that show, Gotham. I can't read the chat and
I can read it. Okay, let me do it. Thank you, Karthik. It was basically across the room. Okay, so...
It's halfway across the room. No, I got this. But Powers, I love Powers. So it's just me just freaking out about how great Powers is. Powers is almost at the point where I might like it more than Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Don't say that. You can't say that.
Why can't I say that?
Because I feel the same way, and I'm not ready to talk about it. And you just opened it up now, and it's my birthday. Okay, so whereas Adam was hate watching Gotham, now he's actually watching Powers
and loving it. And it's sad that it is only a month left. All right, here we go.
Adam, you have 60 seconds to tell us what's going on Powers and I'm gonna figure out a way to, I guess, look at this and not listen at all. Where's
start.
the start button? Oh, is
At
it
the
the one
bottom.
that says start?
That's a good.
Okay.
That's a good place to start.
Ready? Really? Set. Go.
What? Uh-oh. So on Powers this week, what happened was they were in the prison, and they basically, Wolf got out because he got out at the end of the episode, and so they sent a strike team in, including Christian Walker, and everyone, like half the team dies. So I just can't stand how this show was doing it, but it was just amazing because then
30 seconds.
Johnny Royale is like flashing in and out of the place trying to help Wolf out, and Christian Walker like takes the drug that was taken earlier in the previous episodes to see if he could get powers, but he just felt sick. And
15 seconds.
Dina had this complex where she wanted to help, but Christian's like, no, you can't help because you probably get yourself killed like half the other team did. And the episode ends.
5.
And the episode does a really cool thing where it has this thing where it shows news coverage. There you go.
Did we go away?
Kind of. Well, we're still broadcasting.
But they can't see us anymore.
No, they can't see us. So
Someone left.
Now they can, but they have that stupid music.
That was dramatic. We like blacked out for the Powers minute.
We did. We blacked out. That's the power. That's the power.
That's the power of Powers.
Of Powers. So let me fix this music.
This is really funny.
This is why.
Is your robot butler making this complicated?
Kind of.
Adam has like a PlayStation 4 and it has a butler that's like a robot and it does things for him. But he's really mean to him.
Yes.
Does your butler identify as male?
I don't know. I think it's more of an it.
Okay. So like, okay. Anyway, I think it's fine.
Here's why.
I don't think they can hear that.
I think they can hear that.
I'm sorry, the robot just like surged into the thing. It was so intrusive. That was amazing.
I'm sorry about this, folks. This is.
It's okay. We've never done this before. They're fine.
I know, but I need to. So there's that.
I like your butler. I think
like
it's
him.
cute.
He's annoying. He plays really bad music. Okay, now he's going away. Bye, robot.
They can hear everything. Oh my god.
It's totally everywhere on the screen.
That made it
See,
even better.
I told you.
That's amazing.
Told you.
I
But
think
now
it's
he's
awesome.
gone.
You're the kind of person who like seems to not like when weird funny things happen, and I think it's like hilarious. So
they can't see us right now. They can hear us, but I need.
why did
I
you turn
can't.
off?
Okay, I'm just gonna have to remember to play with the controller. There you go. You return to the application, so the microphone and gameplay are being broadcast. Where I need to make adjustments so the controller doesn't turn itself off, basically. So, now it's time for Burned with Glorious Lines with Loki. And you at home can play along because Mitra probably won't know these movies. So...
Somebody went dark. Somebody went dark on the live stream. It's fine.
Who went dark?
The person who said they descended into the shadows. They said they were gone now. They're gone.
Were they born in the darkness?
Stop.
Or were they merely adopted?
Stop. It's not burdened with lines from Bane.
Burdened with glorious lines with Bane. Hello, Mitra.
That was me non-verbally saying hi to you.
That's a
Non-verbal
really weird
hello.
one. Bane doesn't do that. He gives really long speeches.
I'm not Bane. You are. Keep up. Focus. Okay.
Okay.
We did this thing. Okay, you can explain it.
So Burdened with Glorious Lines with Loki is where I do lines from non-Marvel movies, and Mitra has to guess them. But because we're doing it live, we can do it here. So, Robot Butler is brought to you by Surge. Not really, but sure. Or whatever Surge reads backwards. Oh yeah, because they see this image backwards.
Okay, awesome. That means that I'm like in my spot where I should have been when you were yelling at invisible me.
Yeah, basically. So,
And with me as always is.
So, I guess whoever gets it first wins. I guess. So,
This is gonna be hard though because they all know more than me. So,
I still made them kind of hard though.
well, that means I'm not gonna get any.
The only trick is there's gonna be an honor system where you at home can't Google. I guess this is on your honor. If you want to Google, you can, but you'll find it pretty easily.
Egrus.
They're still talking about Surge backwards.
It's
But
it's really funny though. I'm sorry.
so
Oh my gosh.
so I'm gonna do.
Well,
Some
so
lines.
can I explain what it is since you got to explain the last thing?
I kind of explained it, but okay.
So you just deflated it before I even got to do it?
I already explained it.
Okay.
I do lines from non-Marvel movies in the voice of Loki, and usually you have to guess. But since we have an audience this time tuning in, they
They're
can
gonna
do it
guess you,
first.
and then you
But
told
they're
them
on
to
their
wait.
they're on the honor system where they can't Google it
That's
because
fine.
you don't have an electronic device to Google it.
No, I don't, because you threw it across the room. Or, at the
It doesn't
recliner,
feel explained
which was
yet.
basically
So,
across the
Mitra,
room.
maybe you do have to explain
Yeah,
it.
see, this is the thing, is that I used to be a teacher, and I can tell when people don't... Ugh, okay.
How can you tell? You can't see the students. Or if they're are we calling them students? Is that their
No.
name? I thought they were agents.
No, they're agents. Okay, this is the mission. So, Adam knows a short list of movies I've seen, because I haven't seen that many movies. Which is a running joke, but it's also, kind of true. So, what he does is, he reads a line from a movie, and he reads it in a Loki voice, and then I have to guess what it is. I think everybody gets that part.
Yeah.
The thing that I'm not clear on either is the rules for them. I think he said basically that you can also play along and type in there what you think the answer is, what the movie is from, but that he's going to do some kind of whoever says it first thing, but personally I'm not going to be able to track that, so I think you also just go nuts in the chat box and type in whatever movie you think it is, and then I have to guess,
Yeah.
and then I'll do it.
Sure.
So you can play along, but there's no pressure, and I really believe in all of you and trust all of your honor and everything. So
Are we good?
let's do it.
Are we good to go?
Let's do it.
The first line that is burned with glory with Loki is,
I'm really nervous.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is.
That's from Forrest Gump.
That's correct.
That was a softball one. Okay.
It was.
That one was really easy.
But it was a movie.
This is to build up my self-esteem so that you can destroy it later.
Sure.
Yay! Best birthday
So,
ever.
Here's a little bit of a longer one.
Go.
Okay. What the hell was that? You don't talk to me, and then you say you have a crush on me. You say you want to train alone. Is this how you want to play?
What?
What the hell was that? You don't want to talk to me, and then you say you have a crush on me. You say you want to train alone. Is this how you want to play?
Ah, it's from the Hunger Games.
That is correct.
It's from the first Hunger Games when Katniss and Peeta are in their Empire capital pre-death round thing. I know what it's from. I can place it in my mind. Anyway, I got it. See, Karthik got it too.
There you go.
So
Okay. So that's...
it was confusing at first because it was they were talking about training, then they were talking about liking each other.
Wazgu is over 2.
It's okay. There's 4 more of these. Didn't you come up with 6?
Came up with 6 totally. We'll do all 6.
Okay, go.
Even though some of you are pretty thin, you all have fat hearts, and that's what matters.
I have to put my hair over my face for this one because
Even though some of you are pretty thin, you all have fat hearts, and that's what matters.
I have no idea. This is the weirdest thing ever.
So now we gotta wait for the chat to catch up. Because, there's a slight little delay between, when they type it in. Pitch perfect. There you go. Wazgu got it.
He beat me. Wazgu won!
Wazgu, you're 1 for 3.
Okay, I guess the rules are you're racing against me, so that's fine.
Sure.
Okay, cool. Oh, Karthik got it too. They both got it.
But Wazgu got it first.
That's true. I don't think it's Wazgu, by the way. I think it's Wazgo, and it's just kind of extending.
I
And
think it's goo.
No, I don't think it is.
Because goo is 2 O's.
But
And I
there's many
assume
O's
after
there. That is
So it's Wazgoo. See?
It's Wazgo.
I think it's Wazgoo.
It's not Wazgu.
Wazgoo, can you let us know how your name is pronounced?
It's Waz.
Is Mitra right or am I right?
We're probably both
It's
wrong,
Go.
but I don't think
No,
it's
you're
Go.
right. Apparently it's Go.
Okay.
Whatever. Alright, here's the 4th one. Wait a
I'm
minute!
scared.
I remember you. I remember telling you that I was building my pool where your house was, and then you got mad at me. Wait a minute. I remember you. I remember telling you that I was building my pool where your house was, and then you got mad at me.
I don't even know. Why would you build a pool where your house is?
No.
It's from the movie Ants. It's
Nope.
from
It's right around that time period, though.
movie Ants. They're gonna guess it. Hold on, I can tell. They're gonna put in a guess.
Wait. I don't think they know.
I don't think so. I don't know. There's 26 people on here.
No,
Or
there's
does that just be
26 comments.
I
There's
was
4
like,
people
what the?
watching.
Okay, go. All right, next one.
No, I gotta see. Do they know it?
Oh, I had already
I'm kinda
stopped
waiting.
caring.
See, I think there's a little bit of a delay, but apparently not, because when I said there was a delay, then one of them answered. This is awkward, so they don't know it. And for his new
Karthik
groove.
got it. Karthik
Damn.
got it. How did he get it? That was amazing.
Good job.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing. Good job,
Cusco,
Karthik.
voiced by David Spade.
Lasco says we don't know, but Karthik did know, so
Okay. The
that
fifth,
was amazing.
The fifth one. So you're two for four, Mitra. This is like your worst performance.
No, it
percentage-wise.
isn't.
Yeah, it is.
There's a sizable delay. Okay.
Okay. Good. Okay. Here's the next one. You know what the difference is between you and me. I make this look good. You know what the difference between you and me is. I make this look good.
I heard it.
But do you know it?
No.
That's shocking.
This one is hard.
This one's pretty easy.
Oh, wait. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna get it wrong. This is sad.
Boom! Josh got it.
Ugh.
What were you gonna guess?
Nothing at all.
You said you were gonna get it wrong. Come
I
on,
don't
it's
wanna
when
say.
it's when Will Smith says, "You know what the difference between me and you is? I make this look good."
It's just so confusing when you do it in a Loki voice, then I have to like decontextualize it and like recontextualize it. It's just
Okay.
like,
The final one. This one's probably the hardest
This
one.
again.
This might be the hardest one I've ever done.
okay.
So, here's the final glorious line with Loki tonight. That is burned.
I'm
You're
nervous.
wondering. What is a place like me doing in a girl like this?
What? No!
You're wondering. What is a place like me doing in a girl like this?
This is really stressful. I'm not gonna know. You picked this to make me sad.
Not really. I thought, I wanted to do this movie. But I couldn't find a line that, like, didn't give it away. Karkaraksh.
It's Kakarala. Just call him Karthik. It's
Kakarala.
Karthik. You know Karthik.
Karthik got it.
Except he had a question mark, which is like really funny.
Doesn't matter.
He still got it.
He got
I'm not
it.
saying he didn't get it. No. Okay. This is awesome though. They all knew it. Normally I like don't know anything.
You
Don't
did get
feel
it.
worse, Karthik. He says he's gonna
it's
feel
a fun
worse.
movie. It's a fun movie.
He's sad. No, it's okay. He's not. No, he isn't. It's fine. I actually like the worst thing ever is when I sit here and don't know them and then Adam just laughs at me. It's not actually fun.
Well, then I have to give you clues, and then those clues don't help.
The clues helped. That one time it helped.
Okay.
When it was the movie with Charlie Hunnam, I like totally knew what was going on. Okay.
Which I'm shocked you haven't seen Pacific Rim, though.
I almost did the other day and then I decided not to because I decided to do something else. So
All right. So
cool.
I think that's it for all of our pre-segments.
I think so.
Now we can talk about One of Us. So, Mitra.
I'm like really nervous for this.
What? No,
Don't
this
ask
is like-
me. You
this
can't
is-
ask me that question.
I want to preface
That question
this.
is banned.
No, we have a new question I asked.
Yeah,
to
but
start
you
it.
sounded like you were gonna ask the other one.
I did.
Okay.
So, this is the first, episode, this is one of the few episodes we didn't watch together. Because, as Mitra put it, there was an ethnic holiday I was celebrating on Tuesday.
It's true.
That's the first and probably last time
I
that will
forgot.
ever
Are you
be.
even Irish?
Yes.
Okay. I was
out celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Originally, Mitra was going to be out of town, but then her trip got canceled. So then she's like, I can do it on Tuesday, and I was like, I can't. So, yeah. So, Mitra, what didn't you like about the episode One of Us?
I don't know if I like this framing question either, to be honest, so...
What upset you about the episode?
Oh my gosh, I have like a really big list. I don't know, I don't really like
What upset you the most about One of Us?
Okay, Does it have to be upset?
What unnerved you?
What unnerved me the most?
Yes.
Why is there another S.H.I.E.L.D., Adam? Why is there a new other S.H.I.E.L.D.? Like, why is there, like, 7 things happening?
Well, I did some research on this.
There's, like, 7 things happening. First of all, no. Can I back up? It's even bigger than that.
Sure.
It's not even, like, that thing. It's that this episode was like, you know what we should do? We should introduce, like, new people, like, 6 of them, and then, like, mush everything around, and then create, like, 3 new factions, and then, like, open up this whole huge thing, and then we should, like, end it right there. That's basically what happened. It was really, really stressful, and I feel super... I might have to take my retainers out, because I'm starting to talk fast, and then it makes it hard for me to, like, get through all my words. But this is how you know I'm agitated, right? I'm frustrated. Oh, is Robot Butler going to come back? This is going to be great.
This is getting annoying. I gotta fix this at some point.
He's up.
Well, they can hear that.
It's fine.
Okay. Mitra's not taking out her teeth, just her retainer.
It's because it's, like, sticking and making it hard for me to...
It just sounds painful.
It doesn't... It's fine. It's just plastic.
Beep boop, beep boop. Yeah.
Is Robot back?
Yeah.
Robot Butler versus S.H.I.E.L.D. What's a companion app?
It's on my phone that allows me to turn off the music that I don't like.
The Robot Butler is the funniest thing about all of this. This is
S.H.I.E.L.D. versus Robot Butler. Basically.
This is the best.
Alright, there we go. Bye, Robot. I gotta remember that. So...
Okay, yeah. Basically, they decided to cram, like, 7 million things into one episode and then be like, also, Skye is gonna bruise by turning her powers inward on herself. That's just gonna go right in there, too, and destroy you emotionally. So, that kind of sucked. I'm upset. I'm, like, really upset. I don't even know if I want to talk about this because it's just, like, too much.
Well, this is going to be the shortest episode ever, then, if you don't want to talk about it.
No, we can talk about it.
Okay.
It's just, like, so many things. Wait, are you asking me to talk about it now?
No, you're supposed to, like, ask what upset me the most.
Why do I have to care about your feelings today? This is all for me. Okay, Adam, what part of the episode was the most upsetting to you?
The fact that I liked... in the battle of Cal's group versus Coulson's group of S.H.I.E.L.D., I sided with Cal's group.
I think everyone sided with Cal's group.
Like...
I think that's part of why I'm so
because I didn't... that's what I thought was going to be, like, a huge argument here, is that, like, though his methods I don't agree with, I was like, you know, Agents of Cal's group doesn't sound like that bad of a show right now. Because they basically turned these people who were better than humans into, like, subhumans by, like, putting them into, like, a borderline captivity. With, like, Drea De Matteo, or Carly, as her character's name was, with her, like, not able to really use her fingers. And then, like, they locked up other people. They sedated the Francis guy, who was kind of like Juggernaut. And I was kind of like, I really don't like Coulson right now.
I need my list. Okay, I need my list because this has all the things that I'm, like, this is what I'm going to look at because there's, like, so much going on. Okay, so... You just talked about this last week. You just talked about how the show keeps, like, changing everything.
Right. And now it's like, now I'm not even supposed to side with Coulson.
No. So here's the thing. Like...
But I don't want to side with Bobby and Mac's, like, secret S.H.I.E.L.D.
Skye has a dream, and in her dream that causes earthquakes, she goes from being on... Sorry, I was reading what someone was saying. Because she was... going from being on, like, her side of the sniper rifle to being in the scope of the sniper rifle, and that was, like, symbolic. She talked about it in her session with May's ex-husband, Dr. Andrew Gardner, because that's a thing now.
Because I still want to know if they had a kid, though. That's the one thing we don't know.
like, so they have this gifted index, right? So they have this thing called the gifted index, and apparently this is where you go if you are, like, a person with either quote-unquote powers.
This is setting up Civil War.
Or if you have,
yeah.
Or if you have, like, man-made modifications that make you, like, powerful in some way. So we have, like, this whole new element now with this gifted index, and S.H.I.E.L.D., like, up until this point has been, like, emotionally, it's, like, the emotional concept that, like, centers everything else, because it's, like, there's Hydra, and there's, like, all these, like, chaotic people, like, constantly attacking the world, and then S.H.I.E.L.D. is, like, even at the beginning of this season, sort of reborn, and all of that, and is, like, the home base, and now all of a sudden, like, from the inside out, it's just sort of, like, turning inside out, because, like, everything happens to Skye and to Raina, and then all of a sudden there's, like, this whole new crew of the Inhumans, and there's, like, Cal and his people, and, like, they treat people with powers really poorly. This is the thing, is, like, and I don't think that was new, because remember in, like, the first ever episode of, like, the first ever season, they were like, we need to go and, like, canvas the area, and blah, 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 and take this person, like, they treat people with powers like they're some kind of, like, contagion. They're, like, very mute. I can't say it. They're very anti.
You can say it. They can't say it.
They're just very anti. I know, it was a joke. It's, like, a very anti, like, special people organization. And
I want to call them metahumans, but that's from The Flash.
Yeah, that's.
And so they can't even call them metahumans, because that's what people with powers are on CW's The Flash, which is a whole other universe. So they're probably just going to call them eventually, which Fitz called Skye at one point, an Inhuman. And maybe Cal's going to round up this group, and that's the Inhumans movie's going to be. I don't know. There's
like, the Inhumans, though. This is, like, the conversation, because Coulson and Simmons have a conversation at the end of this episode that, like, symbolizes what we're talking about, right? Because, I don't know, the big, like, sea change this whole episode is, like, Skye's on the gifted index now, and that means that she's going to be treated really poorly, and that's, like, what kind of draws Cal out of the darkness, is that he wants to come and, like, rescue his daughter from what he knows S.H.I.E.L.D. is capable of. And so, yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say, is that basically, like, we find out also that Cal is an Inhuman because he, like, did a bunch of chemistry experiments on himself to, like, make himself have powers, because in the wake of losing his daughter, he realized, like, he needed to have strength and abilities to, like, retrieve her, and then he started, like, doing all these experiments on himself. So it's just sort of, like, at the end of this episode, we have, like, this conversation with Coulson and Simmons, where Simmons is like, I think that there's more to this. There's, like, the gifted index isn't, like, a narrow enough category to describe what Skye is, because there's man-made modified people who have, like, gifts now, and then there's people with, like, inherent abilities, and we don't know what they are. And so it's just, like, this shady conversation, because then Coulson says, I want you to find out more about this and, like, keep this between us. And then also he said something like, we need to deal with this and deal with their powers if this becomes a problem. So, like, Coulson is apparently willing to destroy people in his own team, but then they act like they're not whenever Cal comes and tries to, like, take his daughter away. I just don't even know anymore. I just feel everything is just, like, going out. I just feel like everything is, like, exploding. I'm, like, I'm in, like, a laundry machine, and they're just sort of, like, remember when this was just, like, a cute group of people, and it was, like, Firefly 2.0? Now, it's not that. We're just gonna, like, uproot everything that you care
Maybe
about.
This is what would have happened if Firefly had gotten a season 2.
I don't know. There's totally, like, channels of Firefly in this show. Anyway, I just kind of went on and on. I don't know if that meant anything to any... I don't know if that meant anything to you, but...
I mean, it certainly brings up the point that, like, who are we supposed to be rooting for at the end of this episode?
Cal, because he smiles at security cameras.
That's creepy.
It's so great, though.
Is that what you do? Is that what you do? Anytime you see a security camera,
when I see a security camera in a store, I, like, look at it for a second, and then I look down and I make sure that I'm not, like, really seen on it.
I always wave at it. Because someone's watching.
So, you just said that it's creepy to wave at security cameras.
No, it's creepy to smile at them.
Okay, well, that's weird that you would wave without smiling.
Just go.
That's, like,
or
whatever.
Since the camera's right here.
So Cal smiles at security cameras.
Well, he's smiling at Coulson, because he knows Coulson's going to see it.
He also has this, like, crazy little brunch with, like, all of his freaks who hang out and talk about how stressed out they are about being, like, outcast from society, and then he broke a plate in the diner, and that happened. That was cool.
Yeah, it was like Thor, but not as cool.
It's just sort of, like, there's this, it's, like, now we have the Inhumans, and then they came and got him, so now he's, like, with them because he was becoming too much of a problem.
See,
and then you have this other group that's, like, the people that S.H.I.E.L.D. discarded, right? So that's, like, the, like, dirty laundry of S.H.I.E.L.D. or whatever.
Those are, like, the man-made Inhumans.
The man-made Inhumans.
Gordon is with, like, naturally made Inhumans, who are, like, unlock their powers with the mist. But my question is... I was really fearing for Cal's life at the end of the episode, because when Gordon said, it's not for me to decide what happens to you, I thought he was going to unleash Porcupine Raina on Cal, and that was going to be the end of Cal. Because Cal kind of, like, just left Raina on the boat an episode or two ago, as a shady dude that he is. He's just like, well, that's for you to figure out. He actually told her to, like, commit suicide if she couldn't live with herself. But Gordon saved her at, like, the last second. I want to see more of that compound. That's who I'm rooting for. I'm rooting for Gordon and his, like, underground Inhumans.
I think I am too. That's the thing.
Even though we've seen Gordon for, like, not even 5 minutes total on screen.
I think that... I don't know. I'm looking at something Wasgo just said, which is, like, I'm still rooting for Coulson. Because there was this moment where... Okay, so they go to Manitowoc. Where is it from? Wisconsin.
Manitowoc, Wisconsin.
They go to Manitowoc,
I actually know someone from.
I do too, because I went to college in Wisconsin, and it's like something I prefer never to talk about ever. So they go to Wisconsin. They go to his hometown because they're trying to draw him out to his hometown. And Bobby and Coulson are there. And they're the only people that are there, and they're waiting for May to get there. And they know that, like, basically Cal is taking over the radio station, and he has the screaming guy who can, like, kill people with his screams. So, like, this terrifying group of people are in this football stadium.
He took over an AM station.
Who
still listens to an AM radio station?
But it's so awesome. People do listen to AM radio.
Like, old white men, and that's about it.
I don't know.
I think a lot of people How many people do you consider a friend, Mitra, who you know listen to AM radio?
I don't know the answer to that.
Zero.
I really don't know the answer. I'm not trying to say yes or no. I just don't know.
Are you ever on a road trip?
I just believe that it's still a thing.
Have you ever been on a road trip, driving to, I don't know, wherever you drive to on road trips, and said, hey, what's on the good old AM radio?
Karthik's comment.
The true sound of villainy, basically. So, you ever been on a road trip? Like, what's on that old AM radio?
Okay, well, you made me forget what I was saying. He took over
the AM radio
station.
station.
And he
1570
so the point is
SAY.
The point is that he's like, I don't know, you feel very like helpless in the moment because he has a person with him that can like scream you to death. And then
what?
He goes and walks into the middle of the football field and says like, we don't have to do this. And so that was like an emotional moment for me because that symbolizes to me like the Coulson that I believe in, right?
Mm-hmm.
The Coulson who's like, I'm going to put my body on the line and go out into like the center of conflict so that my team doesn't get involved and more innocent people don't get hurt. Like that is the kind of like leadership and selflessness that is like the best of Coulson, like ever since the very beginning, right? And so it just sucks because I've been mad at Coulson. I've talked about how I'm mad at Coulson this season because he's had like lots of bad interactions with team members of color, and he like has totally lost control of his team, and he keeps like cracking down because he's losing control, but then it creates this cycle where he's like cracking down and people resent him, so they like defy authority even more, and he keeps secrets from people, and it's just like on and on and on, right? And so like if Coulson used to be the anchor of this show and then like slowly over time has just migrated to suddenly being this like control obsessed, like fearful person who leads from a place of fear and like trying to control people's powers instead of the opposite of that, like that is not good. That is like a total shift in the foundation of the show that I think is at best like sad and frustrating, and at worst like I hope some other thing comes.
But that's what Fury did at one point.
Wait, what?
I mean, if you flash back to the Avengers, like that's what Nick Fury wanted to do. He claimed it was just in case the Hulk got out, they built that cage they could release. Like that's what Fury did. That
but then they took the Tesseract and they were going to use it for something, and then they became part of evil too.
Right. So it's like it's not like this is new for even S.H.I.E.L.D. or the MCU. It's just Coulson assuming Fury's role and making the decisions that no one else wants to make.
But then it's like, well, I guess I can't talk about that, right? Because we can't talk about things that happen in the next episode.
Right, we can't talk about it. We can... Oh, that's really tough.
Because you know what I want to talk about.
You want to talk about Secret S.H.I.E.L.D. Shield with 3 stars.
Can I talk about it?
3-star
I'm going to
Shield.
talk about it based on what we saw.
Okay.
3-star Shield.
Because it has 3 stars
3
on it.
stars on...
3 star.
3
as
stars,
opposed to no star
3
Shield.
stars on, like, shadowy organizational Yelp. So...
I loved how long they held on that shot. They held, like, longer... It was a long just shot with nothing going on in it except a logo.
But it was cool.
It was cool. It was just like, hey, look, it looks very different. Oh my gosh, someone. But
Okay.
they're not.
Do you want to read what he said?
Okay, Wasgo just typed, but they're not trying to lock up everyone of the gifted list. They just stated they wanted to psychologically empower testing. They're sane, but they're not trying to lock up everyone to the gifted list.
It's repeating like 3 times. The same thing.
They just stated that they want. Oh, okay. All right. Yes and no. I don't know. I don't want to respond to that. Do you have a response to that?
I mean, like, the thing is, so with Skye, they said they're just doing, like, initial intake and assessments on her, and that's part of why she's having all these chats with, like...
Gardner.
With Gardner. I think that here's the reason why their orientation toward it seems to be like if a person ever poses a threat with powers, we take them out. Like the orientation and the end game like feel like directive enough of what they would do that even if they're just like only at a certain stage, it makes me like distrust them because they seem more concerned with like assuming this person is a threat and like operating from a deficit-based place than trying to like help that person. I don't know.
They haven't explicitly said it, but it feels like their approach to people on the gifted list are either you're for us and you do what we tell you, or you're against us. And though Cal has some extreme cases, I mean, Drea de Matteo, they spell out that she murdered people. But I'd be curious what the extensive of the past of the other 2 people 3 people he freed, like Angar and Levi and Francis. Like it was kind of touched upon, but not exactly. And I don't know. I'm curious who else Cal is after. Like it very much that's the feeling I get from Coulson and his team is that like you're either for us or you're against us, and it doesn't seem they are able to just let people be. Like, they've never had, like, you're just going to be fine? Okay, we'll let you be. Like, it's either, we're going to take you, or we're going to imprison you. Or, yeah. That makes sense.
Somebody said, is Secret Shield Fury, did he set up Coulson to take attention away from him?
I don't think so. Because why would, if Fury set it up, why would they be after Fury's toolbox? Wouldn't Fury have... Fury probably has a copy of that toolbox. So I don't think Fury set up Secret Shield. Because Mac and Bobby...
I don't know, I'm staring at you because I don't know.
Mac and Bobby are after Coulson's, like, toolbox that Fury gave him. Which I've just dubbed Fury's toolbox. And I think has been referred to 1 or 2 times as Fury's toolbox. And that little car that Mac made for him is, like, scanning his desk for where Fury's toolbox is hidden. I don't think Fury set it up because... Why would they be after Fury's toolbox if Fury set it up? That doesn't make any sense. If Fury set it up, they should just go leave, because Fury probably still has tricks up his sleeve that Coulson doesn't know about.
I guess what I want to know is, like, I'm less interested in who Secret Shield is than why is there a fake shield? Like, what is the why?
That will probably be revealed next episode.
Why is the current shield, like, fake shield?
I bet there is some plot that is going to be given in a conversation or monologue in the next episode.
It's just that...
I am only speculating. I don't know.
First there was S.H.I.E.L.D., then there was Hydra, then they became the Agents of Nothing, right?
Now there's Agents of Two Shields.
And then they had to overcome Hydra and become what we thought was the real S.H.I.E.L.D.
See, but I don't think Hydra is completely gone.
But I'm
because
saying,
the guy at the end, because the guy at the end of Captain America 2, where they reveal the twins, he wasn't taken out.
What I'm saying is, like, I thought we like got out of these woods.
Nope.
I thought we got out of these woods, and then it's just sort of like, just kidding. Just kidding.
Just kidding.
That's how I feel. I just feel like this show is playing with my emotions.
That's what this show always does. The show always plays with your emotions, Mitra. Agents of Playing with Mietra's Emotions is what they should change the show to. I mean, really. Hashtag that. Agents of Playing with Mietra's Emotions. Hashtag longest hashtag ever. Have you thought of your next thought?
No, I'm just sad. I'm looking at my notes and being like, I talked about all this, and I'm just like,
we didn't talk about.
sad.
There's a lot of things we didn't talk. We didn't talk about Fitz and Simmons. We didn't talk about.
Oh my God, Fitz and Simmons. Okay, you tell me what you think about Fitz and Simmons, because that is a thing.
I think they're eventually just gonna have to grow up and get over each other. They kind of do in this episode, when like stuff starts getting kind of crazy on the plane. But I mean, they just have to. They're just gonna have to get their stuff together.
So they're like fake fighting, right? Because first of all,
it's very like, it feels like a high school breakup. That's what it really feels like. It feels like, oh, you're like, they're a high school couple, but they were never a couple, but they were a high school couple. They broke up and they're trying to share friends, but they can only hang out with friends one at a time. So it's like when Fitz has to go grab something in Simmons' office, he's just like, I'm just here to grab something. I'm not interrupting or like hanging out, and then just tries to leave.
It's just, but here's the thing, like, so I feel like Simmons has fake outrage. I feel like she has fake outrage because she's upset with Fitz for altering Sky's test results and pretending that one thing was a simulation when it wasn't, and keeping things from her. And she's all offended because she thinks that Sky is her friend too, and she would never do bad things to Sky. But, and I already, like, talked about this, but I guess I have to keep talking about it. Like, Fitz knows how this team treats hurting people or people who go through a change. He knows that they, like, ostracize them and sort of, like, quarantine them and make them seem like a threat. And then at the end of last episode, like, that's exactly what happened. They were all like, you needed to tell us this so that we could, like, quarantine her and make sure that she's not a threat. And it's like, I just think Simmons doesn't really have, like, a valid basis for being, like, that upset with Fitz for, like, betraying their trust. And then in this episode, she explains, like, me and Fitz had science, and science was pure, and that was the thing that we really, that was the center of our relationship, I guess. But then she, like, talks to him later as if nothing is wrong. So it's really weird because they have that first awkward interaction, and she, like, has a really short exchange with him, and then her and Bobby, like, have this come clean moment, and she says, like, all the things I just said, right? Like, me and Fitz, we used to be everything, and then I treated him like crap because he, like, had brain damage for trying to throw himself on the line for me.
Well, and she just left.
Like, it's just like, yeah, it's basically just like the lack of self-awareness on Simmons' part is frustrating for me because she seems like she would be, I don't know, smarter or more self-aware than that. And then Fitz goes and he sees May and Garner, like, having a conversation, right? And they're having, like, a cute, funny, like, friendly conversation, and they're just talking about, like, their personal lives. And he comes back, and Simmons just has this, like, it's like they revert right back to their old dynamic all of a sudden, where it's just sort of them, like, gushing over what's going on, and it's like nothing is wrong. He just wants to use the microwave, and Simmons just comes over and starts, like, talking to him. And the other thing is I tried to figure out in the dialogue of that scene if she was trying to project, like, what she wants for their relationship onto, like, what she was talking about with May and Andrew, because she was basically saying maybe they just need something to, like, rekindle their fire or whatever, but it just didn't add up. Like, when you try to, like, layer that on, it just doesn't all get together. And so
Pause.
Boop. Robot Butler. This is hilarious. The Robot Butler is the funniest thing.
By this. Next time we do this, I have to remember to turn the studio controller.
I was waiting for the first boop to come through, and finally it did.
Alright.
It's so funny. Okay, so, but you get what I'm saying?
Pause. No, not done yet. I have to turn the
Is
music
it
off.
playing funny piano music now?
Yeah, and they can hear it. Because everyone on the Gifted End Index have evil so far, except for the Avengers and kind of Deathlock.
Mike Peterson.
The cold guy, Donnie or whatever his face was.
Gil.
Donnie Gill. I remember that guy.
The person in the beginning of the season where he had, like, the steel powers.
Right.
No, he could absorb whatever and become that. Remember?
Yeah, this show is kind of, that is a very interesting point, Wisego. Like, yeah, everyone on the Gifted Index has been evil. That's really kind of crappy of this show to do.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
that,
why
like, goes against everything the X-Men set up.
This is my frustration. This is, like, literally what I was talking about, is why is the stance of the show, like, anti-gifted people?
Well,
it just bothers me.
Maybe with, like, Gordon and, like, the true miscausing Inhumans will change that.
Yeah, that's why I like them the most now.
Yeah, well, that can kind of make sense, because man-made Inhumans, then, are, except with the Steel guy, man-made Inhumans man-made Inhumans are obviously evil, because they made themselves in, like, gifted for their own ulterior motives. They weren't born with it.
And they're also not man-made Inhumans. Like, that was sort of the point of the scene with the eyeless man with Gordon, is it? And Cal, is that... First of all, how hilarious is it that the room that Cal is in is just, like, destroyed? There's, like,
well, it's the same room we saw Gordon in the flashback.
That's what I'm saying, though, is that it was, like, the Zen room of the Inhumans, like, hideout, and then Cal just, like, trashes it. Then he comes in and talks to him, and he says... like, you're not one of us, and he's basically saying, like, you're a science experiment, you can't just become an Inhuman. Unless you, like, are activated by the Terrigenesis mist, and it activates something that was probably already within you, because that's why Triplet is dead, because he doesn't have Inhuman...
I still think he's coming back.
He doesn't have Inhuman inheritness. I hope he's coming back, but, like, you know what I mean? Like, the whole point was that Raina and Skye were something else, and so...
Hashtag
you can't
Triplet's alive.
make yourself... There isn't, like, a man-made Inhuman. That's not a thing. And so I don't like how, like, they are demonizing people who are trying to gain abilities for other reasons or get them in some other way. Because I don't think Donnie Gill was an Inhuman. Or, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think he was an Inhuman, but he had...
He was, like,
abilities.
he was, like, another category. Like, he clearly has, like, real superpowers, but they were kind of man-made.
I don't remember how he got his powers.
He got his powers because, like, he had the, like, freezing machine explode on him, and then all of a sudden he could freeze things with just, like, the touch.
Yeah. So he's, like, a man-made gifted person. But
that
do you
actually
get what I'm
has
saying? Like,
useful
it's like
superpowers.
it's like a different it's like a different designation. Anyway, I don't know.
The other thing, Hunter's alive, too.
Hunter is alive.
I thought he was dead after last week.
I knew he was alive. I knew that they were just keeping him. And we find out because of that Mac doesn't like fruit on his pizza. So that's important. He hates that.
I was just like, that got really dark. That got really dark because, like, Mac is keeping him in this apartment or hotel room, like, locked to a bathroom pipe. Like, that's really, really, really shady of the show to, like, turn Mac, like, that evil that quickly. And not necessarily evil, just, like, he didn't really have another option.
They didn't explain the motives, though, and then you find out that...
Well, because they don't want Hunter, they don't want Hunter to tell anyone.
I hate this show. Am I allowed to say that? I'm so mad. I'm so frustrated with the show.
I mean, you, like, hate most things. You hate me about 19 times a week.
That's not true.
So
I don't hate most things. I don't hate this show. I'm frustrated, and I also feel like they're setting up a lot of big things that's going to, like, help me calm down. So
I bet in, like, a month...
like, bruises on my arms thinking about everything.
In a month, when we get to the Avengers 2 tie-in episode... Or maybe that's like a month and a half. A month and a half, we'll laugh this off. Like, remember when we were frustrated for a week or a couple weeks because the show, like, treated some characters kind of badly and put them in a dark place? But sometimes characters need to be put in a dark place.
I don't know.
Even Coulson was in a dark place at one point when he, like, had to go find his origin.
Everyone was in a dark place.
Except me.
I want to know what the heck is going on with Ward.
I think we find out soon.
I think so too. Okay, did we talk about everything? I think that was everything. At least, I don't know. I want to know what the pizza hangovers are grim, man. It's, like, so ridiculous. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
I like the fact that Cal has a RV. Very a la Breaking Bad of him.
What do you mean?
They
travel around in, like, a window.
It's like, it's bad enough, like, his group of people are misfits. Then he has this, like, 20-year-old RV from 1991 that he's, like, driving around his, like, band of brothers and sister. We didn't talk enough about May and Andrew Garner. I like that Garner doesn't stay.
He's supposed to be in it for a couple more episodes, though.
He might come back, but I mean, I love that he just like, hey, you should be on. It's like, oh, people can turn down S.H.I.E.L.D. and just walk away.
He did, too. He turned them so far down.
He's just like, no, nothing's changed. This place is still terrible.
He's great. His character is really great.
He was awesome. I want to know if they had a kid.
I thought they made good use of, like, Skye's background as a foster kid and then her having, like, hesitancy to want to talk to, like, a psychological professional, right? And then him sort of, like, dismantling of all that in the early parts of their sessions. What are you laughing at? Did someone say something funny? I'm not looking. Okay. First of all, we have to address whether Robot Butler is related to DJ Roomba.
No.
That's sad. I think that they are.
I
want to say that they are.
I think they were made in different factories.
That doesn't mean you get... Never mind. I don't want to get into
this. DJ Roomba... DJ Roomba is not a Sony product. Boom.
You just, like, hate
Solved
fun.
it.
Okay, Coulson and May could be evil. Mac and Bobby could be evil. Ward is evil. Simmons went mean. We need a Fitz and Quake spin-off show. Please. I would watch that show so fast.
So
That's all I want.
You know what the theme of this...
That's all I want. Fitz and Quake are the only people that I like now.
So the theme of this week, based on Wazgo's comment, is everyone is evil. Everyone has an ulterior motive.
Everyone is evil. Everyone is so evil. Yeah. I don't even know if Bobby and Mac are evil.
There was Secret Shield.
Feels like they are.
There was Secret Shield.
It feels like they're evilly part of that too. It feels like they're doing.
They make up 2 of the 3 stars of 3-star Shield.
It says there are 9 people now. When did that happen? Okay.
Who says there's 9 people?
It says right there. It says 9 people.
Oh, 9 people. I thought you meant in Secret Shield.
No, focus. Okay, let's do this. Let's just see if people want anything that they want to talk about.
Is there anything in the episode that
you
people
want to
watched?
talk about that I know you've already been putting stuff in there.
Bobby and Simmons looked at Raina's DNA.
You remember there's 12.
I know.
Whatever. So let's give them 12 seconds.
May isn't a good cook. I liked how Skye summed up Andrew and May, which is he listens and she doesn't talk. That was a good line.
Well, and then they called back to that because Andrew was like, not talking to me in our marriage wasn't okay then, and it's not okay now.
I like that he, like held a carrot out in front of Skye. I was like, you tell me what's going on with you. I'll give you a little crumb about me and May's marriage. It's just like, all right, that's an interesting idea.
She was really excited to talk to him.
Well, yeah, because she wanted dirt. She wanted to understand, like, what's May, but she didn't ask the question that I would have asked, which is like, did you guys have a kid? Can I finally have closure to this theory I've had for, like, a year and a half now?
Joanna's here. That's who Wagon Quest is. Maybe that's not who Wagon Quest is. I just made that up.
Who's Wagon Quest?
I don't know. I thought it was Joanna, and I might have just totally made that up. Sorry.
Does she like wagons or quests?
No, her last name is Never mind.
Is she...
Does she like wagons or quests?
Does she quest for wagons?
Who likes wagons or quests?
I don't like either, really.
That's like what the entire premise of the Oregon Trail was.
Yeah.
To be in a quest.
I mean, that game was fun once.
Yeah, but then they made the slavery game that made its way to Minneapolis public schools, so...
That's a conversation.
That is a real thing, though.
I know, but that's like
the same company.
Really?
Just saying. Really bad.
Let's not go there.
It's fine. I'm just telling you. That's why I can't go back. The show is all about infighting now. Do you think they'll actually become a functional team again? What do you think? That was so brutally fast.
No. Functional team. Like, how you have 2 different shields now. How do you have...
I almost spit what Karthik said.
Okay, Wagon Quest is Joanna.
Wagon Quest is Joanna. Okay.
She's not someone who quests for wagons or likes wagons and quests.
I thought it was, but anyway. Sorry, I cut off your answer.
I don't think there's gonna be a functional team because unless like whoever the leader of 3-star Shield is and Coulson like have like an accord, like I don't think it's gonna happen. I really don't. Someone's gonna have to give. Like Coulson and his team are gonna have to combat Secret Shield. I mean, they probably will. I don't know.
I want Fitz to become the new director of Secret Shield.
It's not gonna happen.
That's what I want. I wanted to start to work toward that.
Well, I want flying cars, but it's probably not gonna happen anytime soon.
But he would be so good at it.
No, he wouldn't.
He would be so good at it.
He'd be trying to give us pep talk, and he'd forget like important words.
No. No.
He'd You'd be like, yeah, team.
Can
Them.
Can the show work with Coulson as a director and not an agent?
Yeah. I mean, isn't that what the show is right now? Like, he rarely goes. He's been in the field like twice. And it's like only when like the whole team needs to be there.
I guess I'm confused about the question. Do they mean like can
can he just sit behind the desk and tell people what to do?
Right, like if he's just like the person. See, here's the thing.
He's the Colonel O'Neill.
I thought that when he was in the field with them all the time, that it was like the camaraderie and sort of like shared.
But he wasn't the director of
S.H.I.E.L.D. But that's what I'm saying, is it was almost better, like he led from within his team, whereas now he's just sort of like the person who has to keep all the secrets and like compartmentalize everything and be kind of evil. And that's like not in his I don't know.
He has to be the spy, to quote Tony Stark in the Avengers. He has to be the spy. S.H.I.E.L.D. tries.
Everyone is laughing and S.H.I.E.L.D. tries to ford the river because it's hilarious. Okay, so I guess is that everything?
Is it?
Well, I'm just seeing. We've been talking for like an hour. That's normally how long we go.
No, we usually go like an hour and a half. Have you checked the run times of recent episodes?
No. That's even cutting out everything.
Oh, that's right. The computer guy doesn't like food. I thought that was kind of funny.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
I want to know more about Cal's band of misfits, and we won't get to know because like Cal's captured by like Gordon and Human, and like I don't know what happened to his other friends. Like, where's Dave Mateo? Is she gonna go get like a manicure or something?
See, and this is the thing with like, I kind of felt like the way they developed all of the
people, let's call them misfits.
All of Cal's misfits, right? It's like, it just felt very like patched together, like Arkham Asylum sort of like. So, I guess the story they gave for Drea de Mateo's character was that she was in like an abusive relationship, and so she grafted razors onto her fingertips to protect herself, but then she went and killed a bunch of people. So it's like, I don't know, it just seems like this sort of like preposterous backstory, and then now she just walks around in like these ratty sweaters with like razors on her fingers and like crazy like devices on top of it to hide her razor fingers. It's just sort of like, I felt like they didn't give like care and attention, and like they just sort of took these individuals and sort of made them into like destructive freaks, and then they like played on a lot of stereotypes of like mentally ill people and stuff like that to make the misfits, instead of actually trying to like make them sympathetic. You know what I mean? And so they were like super otherized from the beginning. And so I just felt like they were trying to set up a thing between like good people with powers and bad people with powers, and like the inherently powerful Inhumans people are the good ones, and then like the like freaks of nature ones are just freaks of nature. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyway, all of them were really why didn't S.H.I.E.L.D. just remove the blades?
Well, because Bobby had to knock her out first, so maybe that has happened. I don't know.
No, like way back when though, it's like, why didn't S.H.I.E.L.D. just remove the blades?
Maybe,
These are the questions that need answers. Why don't any of the villains ever get good costumes?
No, the question that still needs answering is, where does S.H.I.E.L.D. get its money? That's the question that still needs to be answered.
Well,
where is this black credit card that they were maxing out? But, I mean, I guess maybe they thought it was too inhumane. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a network television show. It's not supposed to fully make sense. The average person only watches every 4th episode. That's how network television is set up.
Can I have some of your Surge?
No.
Can I have some of your Egress?
No. Egress.
I said Egress.
You said egress.
Egress?
This is a type of window.
That is so weird, and you only know that because of...
I work at a window company by day.
That is so weird that you know that. The more
it's like declawing a kitten. Not really. That, maybe.
Yeah, it is like that.
Maybe. Just rusting. I don't know. I guess we did cover everything this episode. So.
But then does the guy who has like shouts of death, like
I loved that. That might be my favorite thing in the episode.
When all the birds fell to the football field, because that was my favorite thing in the episode.
Was amazing, because it was
amazing.
Like not just making the high school students fall. I was like, okay, that was kind of it, and then just. all the birds
flock
fall.
of birds pelt a football field.
That was awesome.
It was horrifying.
Now, why didn't an
In,
airplane
the
fall?
best
That's my
way.
question. Is Ohio a no-fly zone?
Well, they couldn't hear him in the airplane. It's who can hear them. That's why when they were in the announcer booth,
I guess,
Cal and them had headphones on so that they could watch it and be laughing and stuff. Really
Did he
hard.
kill them or knock them out? I don't know. Probably killed them. Well,
I actually don't know either.
No, he knocked them out because they explained that his vocal cords affect the nervous system and put him in a catatonic state.
Okay, so he knocked them out.
Yeah. Because people can't die on this show.
Unless they're people of color.
Except for, yeah. Although, hashtag Trips Alive. Still stand by that.
Hashtag Triplet lives.
Triplet lives.
Okay.
Like Coulson, but more important.
Okay.
So I guess that does it for our discussion. Mitra, what do you want to plug this week?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, so Community is back, and it's on Yahoo.
Yes, Yahoo Screen.
It's on Yahoo Screen,
Which
and it
is one of the most difficult things to use.
Community is back. It is on Yahoo Screen. It is hilarious. It is completely and utterly hilarious. It is very Abed-centric. It shows some self-awareness about changes in the the casting, but also in a way that is weird. But it's still hilarious, and it's also like in peak form. I don't know. You watched it. I mean, what did you think? I thought it was like as Community. I
mean, it was as Community that could be without certain characters that weren't there. Like
anyway,
but
it's back. You should watch it. It's so magical.
Keith David is a part of the cast, and I love Keith David. My favorite person to portray Spawn, but that's just me. He voiced him in the cartoon, which you probably won't watch. But
I hate Spawn.
You hate the movie Spawn.
I do hate the movie Spawn, but we talk about this every time, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Because I think that we should just, like, bury this hatchet in our relationship and move forward.
Hashtag Spawn lives.
Adam, what do you want to plug this week?
I want to plug... What do I want to plug? I didn't really plan this. Oh, I know what I want to plug!
Totally forgot.
So, a couple months ago, I plugged Serial. You remember this, Mitra?
Yes, I remember you yelled at me because I yelled at you for it.
Right. Now I have found the reverse of Serial. Because Serial is about a man who possibly was wrongfully accused and sentenced for murdering a woman. I want to plug now The Jinx, The Life and Deaths. Cereal is very tasty. Sometimes. So...
All the time.
Some cereals aren't that good. Like...
Grape nuts, a.k.a. crushed up gerbil food in milk.
Right. So I want to plug The Jinx, The Life and Death of Robert Durst. This show, if you have someone's HBO Go password, I highly recommend checking out this show, because this show is the reverse of the podcast Serial. What this show does is someone who's basically gotten away with murder and proven that he totally did it, and the day the season finale aired, he was picked up in New Orleans on an LA warrant. So, this show has done good in the world. Because hopefully, even though he's made of money, basically, he's a part of the Durst family fortune. Nothing to do with the lead singer of Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst. This is a different Durst family.
I don't think the Durst of Limp Bizkit has a family fortune, but...
He's probably got a small...
It's probably like a fortune of red hats.
No, he probably did pretty well. I think he was smart. Because he worked really well behind the scenes. He directed their videos. He's directed other things.
We're analyzing Limp Bizkit's career. I think we should get out of this before it gets worse.
I was a huge fan of Limp Bizkit as an angsty teen. That's why I know these things. So, but the Jinx is a great documentary. It'll just have you on the edge of your seat as you watch it. Borrow someone's HBO Go password. I don't know how else to watch it. Maybe wait for HBO Now next month and get it that way if you have an Apple device, or wait till July when it's on non-Apple devices. But The Jinx is great, and that's my plug.
Sweet.
Where can people find us on the internet, Mitra?
If you want to find us on the internet, you can follow me at MITBOT, Meatbot. If you want to find Adam, he's at the Adam Wells. If you want to find our podcast, it's at Beyond Shields. And that's all of the things. Please follow our podcast account, because That's the one that people don't follow. So
That's the
follow
one that has
at
the
Beyond
least
Shield.
amount of followers is the way to say that.
Follow at Beyond Shield. Yes, thank you for spinning that. That's one with the least amount of followers. Someone said something
Thanks,
nice.
Josh.
You're great and your
Appreciate
show
it.
is great. Oh, thank you for people for coming. Wait, is that everything? Did we do everything?
I gotta say a couple things.
Oh.
Go to iTunes and rate us, give us reviews, and we'll read your review. And Mitra will probably critique it because she critiques everything that is said by not her on the show. So, also you can email us
Not
at
gonna
Beyond.
critique user reviews. Oh my gosh.
You could. You can also email us at beyondtheshieldpodcast@gmail.com. And that's about it.
I think so.
Yeah.
Well, let's just stay on here for a few more minutes.
Well, let's end the podcast,
leave.
and then we'll stay on here if people want to chat, and then call it a night.
Okay, we're gonna hang out for 5 more minutes and just do whatever we want now.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that about does it here for Beyond the Shield. Join us next week when we will be discussing the next episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. entitled...
Somebody left and made Robot Butler come back. This is the best.
Love in the Time of Hydra. Trying to end the show.
I'm sorry, but look.
I'll fix it when I end the show, when I end the podcast. So that about does it here for us on Beyond the Shield. Join us next week for the next episode of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s discussion, where we talk about the next episode entitled Love in the Time of Hydra. For myself, Adam Wells, and Mitra, son of Nell. Until next time, folks, stay safe.
Okay.
All right, now we
Hydra
can hang
hijacks
out.
the ending. It's true.
Makes me...
No, this is a Hydra-free ending. We should name it Irby. I think that's such a good name.
No, I like Player Robot. Studio. No, I have to go on the phone. I really don't like how it does this. How
When
it's
someone
like,
leaves, it like...
yeah, I know how to use this app, Player. I'm doing it for the last hour.
This is so funny.
This is annoying.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone, for coming.
Thank you. Jazzbot!
Music needs to be turned off
Jazzbot
right now.
is my favorite. No, Jazzbot is my favorite thing. Where's the other 7 helper bots, Fitz? Right. Where are they? They should be like droning around.
I gotta fix that controller thing. Next
Why?
time.
Can you leave him on there?
I don't know how to leave them out on there. Maybe. Let me
Make
see.
him come back and do stuff.
So we're off mic now,
What, they
but
can't
we're
hear
still
us
on
anymore?
here. They can hear us, but the podcast audio is done. I stopped recording the audio.
Can I have my phone back? I need to see what people said on the internet. Can you just get it? It's closer to you.
So people are at home are just gonna watch Mitra go on her phone. That's basically
No,
what you
it's
want
not
people to
that. It says a helper monkey in the comic. That's amazing. Oh my gosh.
do.
That's awesome.
So there you go, Mitra. How was your first live internet broadcast?
That was really scary.
Explosion of notifications for Mitra, and I got like 2.
It was scary because it feels like you're like in a fish tank, you know?
Kind of looks like we're in a fish tank.
It looks like we're in a fish tank.
There might be an effect I can make it
haven't-
look like that too. Are you two going to join the chat on your phone?
Can you do that? I want to go on.
Yeah, if you go to the Twitch and go to my page, I think
Oh my
you can
gosh.
do the chat.
I haven't even... I'm like afraid to check.
Well, I mean, you wouldn't see previous chat. You would just see whatever new chat happens.
I'm really scared to check my notifications.
Why? It
right
would
now.
just be the same chat that you see there.
20 plus notifications.
What's up?
I wish that instead of 20 plus notifications, it would let you see the exact number of notifications that you have so that every once in a rare while it's like
Oh, I can do the chat right here.
139 notifications. Just because it's funny.
I can do
This
the
is
chat on
really,
second
really
screen.
funny. Oh my gosh.
Watch this. Bam. Look at that.
What did you do?
It's me.
You added yourself on there?
Because I can do it through the second screen app to add the robot. New
Let me get
projector.
on. This is really, really silly and hilarious. Okay. Should I just go to twitch.tv?
Yeah, Twitch. Or just don't use the Twitch. Go to the Get the Twitch app. I don't know if you can do it through the web browser.
It's making me do it now. This is really funny. Get. Install. What is that noise?
It's from the companion. I'm trying to figure out how to get...
Yay! Is this my head now?
Yeah.
It's so big.
I can change you into a cat.
Now I have a cat head. This one is really big.
I can change you into a Helgas from Killzone.
This one is scary.
Yeah,
I don't like this big thing unless I can eat my smoothie with it. Ah, you took it away before I could eat my smoothie with it. It's true, I am a cat. I both don't exist and am a cat. It would be creepy if I was like one of, Krieger's weird hologram companions or something. This is really... I don't know, Adam.
No, you can't move it.
No, it's like a holodeck thing. I can move it. I can grab it and then I can put it over there.
You can't.
Yes, I can. Why isn't it letting me? If I just figure it out.
How do you remove them? How do you...
Hold on, what if I just like... No! I can't duck out of it.
Face. Okay.
Wait, what if I try to make my face bigger? Nope. It doesn't track the size of my head. Okay. Touch to cast Twitch streams to your TV.
Now you're just
that
going to be
really
a purple block.
You literally made me a blockhead. This is how you treat me.
Yep. I don't know how do you remove masks? Objects. I don't know how to...
Irby is being really helpful.
You can block your face.
No, they're talking about... I think he's talking about actually blocking my face.
I don't know how to get rid of masks.
See, in the little one in the upper corner, it looks like nothing is happening, but in this one it is.
Now you're a robot.
Actually, this one is one of the better ones.
This one's slightly different.
How come you're not doing it to your own head?
Because I don't want to. Now you're like Daft Punk. You're like the cover of the Daft Punk.
Do I have to make my own username on this thing? Meatbot. Password. I'm just gonna be Meatbot. Birthday. Oh my god.
Oh, that's how you flip it horizontal.
Wow, I can't believe I didn't even get that one. Stop it. This is making us dizzy. Sorry, I was reacting to how literally nobody picked up Meatbot except for Karthik, even though it was like the most obvious thing. That was...
Oh, yeah. Visual effect. How do you just... Ah!
Why did you explode us? Why'd you do that?
Oh, it's all trippy now. It's like heat vision.
The sign up thing is asking me if I'm a human. What should I say?
Yes.
But the past 5 minutes have really made me like have a lot of questions. So let me try. Let me see if it accepts me as a human.
Okay, there's that. So that returns that to normal. How come you can't get rid of masks? How do you... This is annoying. Alright. Google's gonna help us.
Somebody already has the username Meatbot?
Uh-oh.
Who?
I don't know.
Now my username is the real Meatbot. If somebody already has this one, I'm going to be so mad.
What if it's you and you forgot you signed up for that?
I did... No, I know it wasn't me.
How do you know?
Because I know.
Is there another Meatbot out there?
Because all the screens on this are purple, and I would remember it if it was purple, because I remember things if they're purple.
Well, it used to be Justin.tv.
Nope, it wasn't that.
Okay.
It's that someone out there is pretending to be me. Why would they do that?
I don't know.
That makes me really upset.
No, that doesn't get
Somebody, like, literally took my identity. Okay. I'm proving I'm a human. This is just my life now. I don't know. I kind of like being, like, a humanoid meatbot without an actual robot head. I think you should have the robot head.
You can't do that. That's not gonna work. That's not how this works. Okay.
My eyes don't display emotions.
Playroom, studio.
Don't send me notifications.
I'm not sending you notifications.
No, I'm talking to my thing as I install it.
Oh.
Okay, I have a thing now. What do I do?
Now you go to search Brack014.
Oh, I look you up?
Yeah, because that's where this is being broadcast. Twitch.tv/
I'm scared. I'm really scared.
Brack014.
Can I have a different head now?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. People. No search results found. You don't exist either, Adam.
Give me that.
All of this has been a lie. Neither of us exist.
Channels. What in the heck?
I do think every episode going forward should be all masks.
Nope. I don't believe in masks.
I believe in masks.
This is crap. How come I can't... We're broadcasting.
Adam, why aren't you playing Iron Banner? That's what someone wants to know.
Because I am not a 32.
Except it doesn't work if I don't have a robot head and you don't, Adam. Wait, you made my robot head have frequencies?
What?
It just started making rainbow emotions and vitals and stuff. Can I have the controller?
Nope.
Where's the controller?
Which one? This controller
The
that
one that
controls
makes
the
this
masks,
be
or
different?
this one?
The one that controls the masks?
That's my phone, so no. Neither am I. I'll play Iron Banner sometime this weekend, Josh, and just realize how bad I am.
It says you're offline.
That's crap. I'm online.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Well, I don't know how to get into the chat then from mobile. Now, oh, you're gone. Okay.
But
So
Robot Butler is back.
Yeah, he's back, but I'm gonna get rid of him.
I love Robot Butler. He's awesome. Okay.
There we go.
Jazzbot is the best. Jazzbot is literally the best. Did you fix it?
Well, your mask is gone.
This is my normal face. This is what I look like.
Yeah, we know that. I've been watching you last hour.
This show is robotist. Only one robot on screen at a time. I feel the same way. The treatment of robots is really poor.
Robots aren't.
Hashtag token robot. Hashtag not your robot sidekick.
Did you watch Terminator? Are you gonna go see the new Terminator? Khaleesi, Sarah Connor.
I know.
You and Katie like freaked out at the trailer.
I know.
Which was oddly placed in front of Selma.
I already know. Yeah, it was really oddly. It was really, really oddly placed in front of Selma. I was like, not now, Terminator. This is really not the time.
Well, it would have been worse if it was like after Selma. Then it would have been really awkward.
Who plays trailers after a movie though?
Star Wars trailer played after Big Hero 6 on like its opening.
Big Hero
weekend.
6 was so good. It made me freak out.
I was almost gonna pick a quote from
Should I
that.
actually get a Mentos now? Now that I've already used it.
I
for
mean,
the
if
moment?
you open it, you gotta take them with you.
I don't think I can. The thing is, if I chew it, I think it's gonna hurt my teeth.
Yeah, probably.
It's like, aren't these from like literally 2013?
12.
No! No, that's terrible. P.S. Playroom, getting rid of masks on people. Yo, I need to find out how to get on here. I might not be able to come on the chat. It makes me really sad.
You might have to get on the PS4. Get the PlayStation app. Did anyone else say anything?
Here's my notification.
They roam,
laughing,
eat
reading
one,
what people
drop
said.
the rest in Coke. It doesn't work as well. Wasgo, it doesn't work as well with strawberry Mentos. You have to have regular. I mean, it might still work, but we don't have any Coke here. All I have is Mountain Dew and Surge.
Surge.
Made by Coca-Cola.
Joanna took a screenshot and it's so funny.
Let me see it.
It's my head with a block on it. It's my head with a block on it. This is ridiculous.
What's this sound like? So there's that kind of music.
Eat one and drop the rest into Coke and then run.
I don't have any Coke.
The thing is, not doing that.
I have alien music.
Are you picking music for us?
They're just sound effects I'm picking.
You could have had applause that whole time.
Yeah, and then I would have hated it on the recording.
It says that you're probably in another castle.
Why? No. Twitch is going down. Well, I know I don't have enough followers on Twitch to do that. Who's sending me messages on Xbox?
I'm gonna look up someone else.
Like who?
Just one of the names in here to see if here's the thing, now I feel like I don't actually exist on Twitch. So I'm gonna look up someone else who's in here.
Who's Frostfire?
See if they're even real. See, it says none of you exist right now. It says none of you exist on my thing. Oh my gosh, how many O's
Well,
does
you have to
Roscoe
have
in his name?
you have to have enough
1,
followers
2, 3,
to be found on the mobile
4,
app.
5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna
I
try
know
8.
that.
Someone try and chat me. I'm the real Meatbot. It's just the real Meatbot. If someone is gonna...
Yo, the real Meatbot. Yo, the real Meatbot. Oh, they're the real Meatbots. It doesn't work.
No, it doesn't work because it doesn't have the right...
Slim Shady. Meatbot. Yeah, it doesn't have enough syllables.
I also don't want to, like, rap.
Why?
My name was written this way solely to be longer than Karthik's. That's awesome. That's so funny. Oh my gosh. Find it.
So...
Jocelyn! I love her.
So what's the plan now?
I don't know. I have not thought about my life beyond this point, really.
I mean, you should have thought about it beyond the shield.
It looks like the real Meatbot hasn't done that yet. Why not let them know in the chat room that you wanted to know more about them? But I am the real Meatbot. Why is it saying this to me?
I don't know. The Twitch app is not the best. It doesn't allow you to see past broadcasts. It doesn't allow you to see people broadcasting unless they have like a minimum of 50 or 100 followers. Josh knows more about Twitch.
Let's go. We're just gonna go into like the 15th hour of this episode, and it's gonna be.
No, we're not. I want.
It's just gonna be like.
go.
It's just gonna slowly accumulate surge cans like everywhere.
No, I'm only gonna have that one. Because if I have any more, I'll be up until tomorrow.
No, I don't want any surge anyway.
And I want to go see How to Train Your Dragon tomorrow morning with Abby.
Okay. We can shut it down. I tried really hard to get on the thing. I tried so hard for you all, and it didn't work.
Screenshot right there.
Yeah, the screenshots are hilarious.
These are good ones.
The screenshots are so funny. Chat, Wagon Quest, is this working? This is so funny. I wish I could show you what my phone looks like right now. It's very LOL, what am I doing? Joanna.
Maybe the season finale we'll do a live broadcast. So May something. Whenever the last episode ends in May, like around Memorial Day, I think.
Okay.
Because I don't think I can do this every week.
I can't do this every week. Are you kidding me? I would have to, like, do my hair. I'd have to wash my hair every week.
Some podcasts are done like this. They're done through, like, Google Hangouts, but I don't want to do it through Google Hangouts.
No, I can't do this every week. I'll, like, lose my mind. And, like, continue to be alienated by the fact that I'm apparently not good enough to be on Twitch as Meatbot or as the real Meatbot.
We should look into that. We should contact Twitch and be like, yo, Twitch. Who is this Meatbot character?
I am the real Meatbot Twitch.
No, because actually I should be able to look at it. Okay. Not Twitter. Twitch.tv/Meatbot.
Let's go look up their stuff.
Well, they probably don't have any in my profile like most users on Twitch. Let's see.
We're literally looking up
Twitch.tv/Meatbot. Offline.
Untitled broadcast offline.
Theater mode.
Do they have any videos or anything? Do they have any indication that they're not me?
I think we just became their first view.
Fake Meatbot gatekeeping.
This user has no bio, no past broadcasts. Following 2 people.
Who are they following?
Someone Deadly named Fish and Fat G.
This is wrong. This is not how things are supposed to be. Who am I? What's happening?
It's like that Jackie Chan movie, Who Am I? And you go up on top of the mountain and go, Who am I? You ever see that one?
I'm sorry, I'm still trying to get around.
I guess I don't need this anymore.
No, you really don't. You're just wearing a headset now.
I forgot.
Okay. I think we're gonna be done, right?
I mean, I can be done.
I think I have to go eat something for real now besides a donut. So.
You didn't have dinner before this?
I mean, I had this. This is like all vitamins.
It looks like pea soup.
It was an avocado and many other things smoothie. Nerd.
Yeah, that place is ridiculous.
Just tell them you have a cloud score of 60 like a baller. I don't even know the scale of cloud to even know if that's like high or if
Cloud is an app that measures your
I know what cloud is. I have no idea how I don't know what a good clout number is. I just assume that anyone using cloud is like a giant dork.
You probably would be higher than me because you have more followers. Because you'll follow more people, your ratio is kind of like goofy. Because you follow 2,000 people and you have 1,200 followers.
I don't follow 2,000 people. I got rid of 30 people that.
So you follow.
Plus 15 of those were famous people that I got really excited about, and then I was like, "You're my favorite person," and then realized they don't tweet about anything.
Right.
They have nothing to say. They're just here's me. Here's another thing of me. That's what they do. They don't actually tweet about stuff.
They just self-promote. It's really sad.
Okay, well, Wazgo knows exactly how much clout I have.
Hers is 60. That is an exact number. Okay.
Unless it's the other Meatbot. Who is this other Meatbot? This is Evil May. This is exactly that.
Should we report them?
Yes, report them for spam and impersonation.
You're gonna have to do that.
Why?
I'm not gonna. That's not on me. I don't want my Twitch account to get banned because I'm falsely reporting people.
Everybody report the other No.
Don't tell people. Don't abuse your power.
I don't have any power.
These people would listen to you if they were like, "Did you really want this?"
It's not these people.
Do you really want our viewers or listeners to do that? I'm not.
Yes, I really do. I want to figure out who thinks they can go around and be me. What is their first name Mitchell?
Meat?
Why wouldn't they pick Mitchbot? What's up with that?
Because it sounds like bitchbot.
Kind of does, but that's what they're being. They're being a real bitchbot by taking my name. So
you should message them, being like, "Hey, let's come to an accord."
I wish you could. It says literally. First of all, it says Meatbot and the M is capitalized, so that's hilarious. And then it says this user has no bio.
It's totally my identity. Boom.
It's not him.
You don't know.
It's not Karthik.
Is Karthik following Fat G and a Deadly Fish?
Karthik, it says you're following Fat G and a Deadly Fish.
Now and forever.
If you're a Meatbot on Twitch, you're following 2 people, and one of them has an anime character as their avatar, and the other has some kind of Mortal Kombat looking symbol.
That's not a Mortal Kombat symbol.
It's like an what's it called? A family crest.
Well, this person, the Fat G is actually legit.
Fat G actually has a profile.
Yeah. What about that? Deadly Fish probably does too.
Yeah. We are all these people. Je suis these people. Okay, we said 8 minutes ago we were leaving.
All right.
Now we're just still here.
So, thanks for joining us.
Yes, actually.
We'll do this again sometime.
This was so cool, and I really, really heart all of you, and thank you for coming and being part of my birthday episode. And listening to us talk about S.H.I.E.L.D. and talking about S.H.I.E.L.D. with us and defending me against this other Meatbot, and I can't even deal with the hashtags. Please, before we shut it down, can we take a picture?
Well, I can screenshot
They wrote,
it.
not all Meatbots, not all...
Watch this.
No, 2 people are saying not all Meatbots. And then someone else wrote just
there,
Meatbots.
I just screenshotted it.
This is so funny.
I can send you. I can tweet the screenshot later.
Okay.
Like I can do it again. And again.
Can we do a Jazzbot to play us out?
Sure.
We're gonna do Jazzbot and play us out now.
It's gonna take a second.
This is for all of you. Thank you. Jazzbot, jazzing around.
This might not work. Because the companion app disconnected. Now it's reconnected.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a second.
This is so funny. What is my life?
I don't know. All I know is I have to take down all these chairs and.
I'm gonna help you. I'm not gonna make you have it all be here.
There we go. Jazz. I don't know. The bot might not come back though. No, the bot doesn't come back. So I can fade it out.
But then we have to fade out the. It's.
Fade it.
If you fade out.
Fade it back.
If you fade out the music, but then keep the visual on, it's just like.
It doesn't have a fade out. I don't think it does. Let me see. Broadcast out.
This is the best. Karthik, I don't know if you put emojis or something, but it's just like a bunch of question marks.
No, it's you can see it here. Because it's on Twitch.
Oh my god, he put like a saxophone and a music note and stuff.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I can do this.
This is very Sonic the Hedgehog. It's kind of stressing me out.
No, on the other side.
Just cover the camera with your hand. What about does it here? Alright, for real though, let's go.
Okay, I don't know how to fade out.
I don't mean fade out. I'm gonna go turn it off now. Okay.
Whoa, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Breaking my record player.
Your record player. Hold on, let me get over there.
I'm gonna have visual proof that you broke it. Okay.
I'm going. This is really difficult.
There you go.
Best sign off ever.
Oh, do it again.
What? Put my face like right here?
Yeah. And then...
Why?
Because now I have a screenshot of that.
Thank you for coming to our show. You're getting very...
Okay. Now I can...